So it's 6:30 AM, just down at the Bank End Farm camping and caravan spot down in St Lawrence on the Isle of Wight. Just having a quick look. I stayed here overnight again. I think it's the 19th of May. Just heard a peregrine calling. Just as I was getting out the van. Costs £15 a night to pitch here at the moment. So that's where I am. It's an absolutely stunning morning. Goldfinches. Just scanning over towards the pond. Little grebes in the corner as usual. No sign of any waders. It's been nicely poached up by the sheep. Plenty of mud around the edges, so that's good. Gorgeous morning. Couple of long tail tips. Nice little stream, watercress bed with some phragmites down the bottom. It's where I've had a green sandpiper here one year. Probably get some all the time, but you can't really see it from the path. I think they've been poached up a bit more when I had that green sandpiper, so it's a bit more obvious. But this open area is a bit obscured really from the coastal path there, believe it or not. Go down onto the coastal path, I think. Just looking east now, you can see the radar station of Ventnor Downs between those two pine trees. There it is. So here's the coastal path. You can only go on to Bank End Farm where I've just been if you're actually staying there, so it's totally undisturbed March, April, May. There's obviously a little caravan club place there, but even so it's really undisturbed. But if you're staying there, you've effectively got it to yourself, early in the morning at least. But then you can come down onto the coastal path here from the botanical gardens off to the east, where you can park and then you can just walk along this coastal path and see much the same habitat, but it's much nicer to actually stay there on Bank End Farm. There's self-catering type cottages and that sort of thing as well. Very nice. Hawthorn well in flower now. Just coming down to where that eastern subalpine warbler was. The blackthorn was all in flower when that was about, so it's a few years ago. So it's quite a bit earlier than this. Still good time for eastern subalpine warbler though. Probably prime time, 19th of May. Really am going to have to find a red-backed shrike or woodchat down here one of these days. Still not found a shrike in the Undercliff. It's crazy really. Magpie. Juvenile magpie, probably just fledged. So this is where that eastern subalpine warbler first showed itself, just in this little bit of blackthorn here. Gave me a shock. Another view of the pond. chiff-chaff singing in the background. One of the breeding birds. So you can see the northern edge of the Undercliff up there. Well, you've got that inner cliff, some houses, lots of trees and shrubs and blocks of woodland. What was it, about 500 metres wide, the Undercliff here? A kilometre in places, but it's quite a narrow strip. There's Ventnor Downs, looking east again. Rue Down just up the top. There's Woody Head just over there. Probably see by how much the vegetation is grown over this bit of coastal path that it's barely used. So you're certainly not going to encounter loads of walkers and dog walkers, especially early in the morning. You might encounter one or two local dog walkers if you're very unlucky. But it's lovely and peaceful. Nice bit of hazel. Stitchwort, I believe, and bluebells. I think that's greater stitchwort. Don't ask me what the fern is. Don't think these two have seen me yet. Oh, hello. They're not too fussed. Comes matey with his going down to check his stock. I'm going to go back and get a coffee, I think. Nice white throat. See me now. Just have a quick look in Battery Bay before I go and get that coffee. So I do like Battery Bay. Bet there won't be a serin though. Gonna fail yet again to get a serin. It's been 3 years now that I failed to get serin in the Undercliff. Gonna get wet as well. Ugh, dear. one dunnock, one noisy stream, cracking bit of habitat. No linnets either. They breed along here. They like to feed along these chalky cliffs on the slopes, and that's why I reckon I ought to get a serin one of these days, in with the linnets, or maybe the goldfinches that are also quite common along here. Oh well, I'm gonna go and get that coffee, I think. Typical, just had one of the little grebes and it dives as soon as I start filming. Just left to where those mallard are. There he is, he's up again. Going right. Heading for cover. Okay, so it's little grebe has 3 chicks. Superb. I think that's the first confirmed breeding of little grebe in the Undercliff, maybe. Look at them. Smart little things. Obviously delighted by that. Old gang of long-tailed tits coming along. Right, really must go and get that coffee. Been a good morning, confirming little grebe breeding in the Undercliff. There's the 3 little grebe chicks again, and there were 2 adults. There's 1 adult just come up. And the other one dived as well, so presumably the other one will come up in a second, the other adult. It's just the entrance down into the where you can pitch a camper van. I think you can pitch a tent down there as well, but it does say tent camping. There's quite a few chiffies breeding the Undercliff. Chiff chaps.